Many of you know that SCA exists, but don't exactly know what it is. This video should serve as a guide to help clear up any confusion on what SCA is and what our different roles are. It's time for elections and appointed positions for SCA, class, and workshop. They will take place over the next few weeks. These positions are important because they are the heart of our school community. We plan all the events that students at PA know and love. Hopefully, this video will inspire you to run or apply for some of these positions. My name is Brooke Richardson, and I am your SCA president. While you've probably heard those words before, you might not know what I do. As SCA president, I'm in charge of and I help facilitate student body activities such as the homecoming bonfire, parade, dance, court, and hallways, as well as Love Run, Caps for a Cause, Powder Puff, other school dances, and more. Additionally, I have officer meetings every Tuesday with my board at PA. I also attend monthly meetings with other SCA presidents and representatives within the city to share ideas and continue to improve. I make sure that SCA is functioning as it should and try to lead and advise my officers in their roles as best as possible. It's not an easy job, but I love trying to create the best experiences for the student body. SCA exists for you.
Hi, my name is Jamie Yang, and I'm currently serving as the 2022-2023 SCA Vice President. I've actually had a really fun time in this position and think there's a lot of new experiences that come with it. The most obvious responsibility that comes with any vice president position is assuming the president position in the case that they can't. With this, keep in mind you are constantly performing along the best version of yourself and setting an example for the PA community. In my opinion, I think the most fun part of this role is being the coordinator for our school's annual teacher breakfast event. This occurs during August and is you kicking off the school year with the first SCA event of the year. This sets the tone for the year, and it's genuinely just a fun time dancing, cheering, cooking with friends, and serving your teachers that you haven't seen all summer. Other responsibilities would include leading assemblies and overall being a role model and supporting your fellow officers. This was a really impactful experience for me, and I know that anyone would have a very enjoyable time doing so. So definitely apply for this position. I hope you have a great year.
Hi, my name is Nate Campion, and I'm the SCA Oscar. Oscar stands for Official SCA Representative, and this individual attends citywide events for the school. And these are usually monthly meetings with other Oscars from other schools. This individual is also in charge of the Public Outreach Committee for the Executive Council, where they assist other officers in public outreach.
Hi, my name is Catherine Van, and I was this year's SCA Treasurer. As SCA Treasurer, I was responsible for most fundraising events. I would work with SCA and class officers, as well as other clubs to help fundraising for our SCA events, such as homecoming. I would also work with other officers and committee members when planning for fundraisers. We'd collaborate together to work on ideas, organize them, and make sure all logistics were planned out. I had a great time as SCA Treasurer this year, and I really got to make so many new experiences bonding with the other officers. So make sure you run for SCA Treasurer.
Hi, my name is Jessica Wu, and I'm SCA Secretary. My job is to take notes and attendance during meetings, and I would say that SCA is a big team thing, so we kind of all work together to get things done. And next year, there are going to be a lot of new exciting changes to hopefully increase communication and school spirit. For example, the SCA Secretary next year will head the Interclub Council, something we are bringing up from last year. And this is basically an opportunity for organizations, clubs, sports teams, or any other group at PA to be represented by a couple student leaders like presidents of clubs or captains of teams. And these people will get together and talk about all the events that these organizations are planning so we can increase communication. If you like being organized or these changes sound fun to you, you should totally run for secretary.
It's V
and Izzy,
and we're the
SCA publicists.
And publicity is just what it sounds like. It's everything that has to do with the public, and in our position we handle everything that the student body sees. For example, posters, morning announcements, and social media posts. As publicists, we hold an event called Postapalooza every few weeks, where students come together to make posters for upcoming events. And another one of our big responsibilities is handling all of the SCA social media platforms, and primarily that is the Instagram.
Our Instagram provides the student body with upcoming events and more information on where they take place and who can participate. Just in case you're not aware, PAHS's Instagram allows you to ask questions and send DMs and to set reminders about events that you may want to be a part of. In this position, we are looking for people who like to express their creativity and who are willing to allow others to do so as well. And this position is an appointed position, and anyone can apply.
All right, bye.
Hi, I'm Julia, and I'm one of 2 Spirit and Sportsmanship facilitators. My job is to run 3 pep rallies throughout the school year: the homecoming one, the winter one, and the spring one. and I have to contact coaches, get equipment together, do all sorts of stuff, and then actually run the pep rally in front of the whole school. So if you want to have my job, you should apply.
Hi everyone, my name is Anthony Organt.
And I'm Brady Dunn.
And we are your SCA service coordinators. As service coordinator, you get the opportunity to put on the annual 5K charity event, Love Run, to benefit CHKD.
Also, you get to plan big service projects like PAHS for a Cause.
Also, as service coordinator, you get to put on teacher appreciation days and weeks and give gifts to the staff and teachers who help us every day in school.
Just as well, you're supposed to give back to your community and do monthly service projects to benefit those around you.
We both had a super fun time bonding with our chairman for Love Run and Cats for a Cause, and then honestly just the SCA officers in the school in general. So we think that all of you guys should apply for this position because it offers a lot of opportunities for you guys.
Apply!
Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Alyssa and I'm the class of 2026 president. So as you may know, re-elections for class officers are coming up, and I was asked to talk a little bit about the positions that we will be offering and what those specific jobs consist of. So to start off, the elected positions that you will have to run for are president, vice president, secretary, historian, treasurer, and Oscar. We will also be appointing a publicist after the listed positions are elected. So the president of our class will have to preside over the meetings, be in charge of final decisions, fundraising, and the club's balance throughout the school year. The vice president will have to serve as the club's president if the president becomes unavailable or unable to fulfill their duties either temporarily or permanently. The elected secretary of the club's main duty is to take precise notes during the meetings. The historian is responsible for taking pictures of school events and keeping the current scrapbook up to date. The Oscar mainly takes part introducing the club officers at events and making sure that the meetings stay on task and on time. And finally, the treasurer is mainly responsible for keeping track of the class's balance and resolving money issues. We will also have an appointed position of publicist, which will be decided and voted on by the elected class officers. The publicist's main jobs are to publicize all club activities and fundraisers throughout the school bulletin, the school news, and other means. Next year, all fundraising will be held to raise money for a junior rain dance and prom. If you are interested in being part of the class of 2026 committee next year, I highly recommend that you run for elections. It is so much fun and such a great experience. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and have a great rest.
Hey everyone, it's Marilyn, the current sophomore class president, and it's that time of year. Class elections are right around the corner. So on that note, I'm here to provide some information about the roles you could fulfill if you choose to run for class office. First up, we have our elected positions: president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. The president is the bridge between the administration and the council. They also focus on outside organization and organizing charitable aspects of events if that is what you choose to do. And the president also leads class meetings. And yeah, next up we have the vice president. The vice president's main role is to aid the president in any way that they can. And they communicate a lot of information between the class from, the board. And they also fill in during the president's absence. After that, we have treasurer. The treasurer manages the budgets of each event, and they also are in charge of taking inventory. They balance the ledgers, and they fill in the vice president's absence. Then next up, we have secretary. The secretary communicates with the president to make agendas. They take minutes during class meetings, and they also create slideshows for class meetings. And then after those roles, we also have our appointed roles, which is spirit and sportsmanship and publicist. The spirit and sportsmanship coordinator for the class office works a lot with the publicist, and they lead poster making and really hype up class events to try and get more people to go. And then they fill in the secretary's absence. And then the publicist runs the class Instagram account. They are also a historian, and they document everything that we've done throughout the year. After the newly elected and appointed class officers take office, they will get the chance to start planning ring dance. So that's something you're interested in. It's definitely worth running for office. And being a part of class office is such an amazing opportunity. It lets you connect with your classmates more and to get more involved with the student community. It also looks good on college applications. And it's just a really great opportunity for you to be a student leader and to have some sort of influence in making decisions regarding your class and to overall just be more active in your community.
Hello, I'm Ellery Wetzler, your current junior class president, and these are the roles that are open for the class of 2024 for our senior year for class office. There's the president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer, which are all elected by the class. The president resides over all meetings and for the class and for the officer teams, and they're representative to the school at all times, and they'll communicate between any groups like the administration and the PTSA or SEA in the class. The vice president will aid the president in any way, shape, or form possible, and they will succeed the president if the president is unable to serve or if they are removed. The secretary shall take notes at all meetings and keep accurate attendance logs. The treasurer is in charge of organizing and executing all fundraisers, and they are in charge of ticket sales for any class-sponsored event, like a fundraising event or prom ticket sales. Then we have appointed positions, which after the first 4 positions that I talked about are elected, there will be applications and people can have interviews with the sponsors and the newly elected officers. There's publicists, which create flyers, posts, and maintain the social media accounts and our class bulletin board. You have spirit and sportsmanship facilitators, which promote class involvement and organize any kind of spirit items for pep rallies. Then there's the service coordinator, which organize any service projects to benefit the school or community. And lastly, there's the historian, which in general, the photographer, and they will work alongside the publicist to create recaps of any kinds of events and at the end of each quarter or semester, however they wish.
Leadership Workshop is a weekend retreat planned by the students to develop future student leaders. It works to foster teamwork, group dynamics, and decision-making. Delegates are placed in a council for the weekend to participate in activities that will facilitate their growth as a leader. Appointed positions for workshop are available for rising juniors and seniors and must have attended at least 1 PLW as a delegate. A staff position will participate in the yearly preparation leading up to the event. Look for announcements about applications.
So Cavs, now that we just threw all this new information out at you, I hope you were inspired or at least intrigued by one of these many, many amazing opportunities offered at PA. Leadership is an essential characteristic in every single one of you. Every day there's so many people serving Princess Anne to make sure you have the best school year possible, and you can be part of it too. I promise you it'll be a new and exciting experience. Be the voice at PA and let yourself be heard. You're going to do amazing, Cavs, and happy applying.